Alright, how's it going everyone? Jericho here. I just got around to beating the Underpin on double question mark difficulty, and I thought I'd make you guys a quick little video. As usual, I'll include some of the info in the video description. I'm always happy to answer your questions that you might have in the comments. The Underpin is Season 2's version of Zekvir, the bonus delve boss that you first unlock at the same time as level 8 delves, and then you unlock the higher difficulty when you reach level 11 delves. Beating the Underpin solo on double question mark difficulty gets you a couple feats of strength, a title, and a fancy gold skin for your Season 2 Delve mount, which is absolutely ridiculous and a lot of fun. Now this kill gets a little bit clowny towards the very end, but hopefully you'll have a rough idea of what I'm trying to achieve here overall. This fight is all about positioning, and dealing with the ad spawns before worrying about the boss. If you manage to handle this loop just a few times in a row, congrats! You'll beat the fight. The big thing about this fight is that ads can't spawn in the same location where they just died. So our goal is to bait a set of ads towards a wall, deal with them, and then rotate around the wall to the next open space so that the next set of ads spawn together in an open area. If you don't manage to group the ads up, you're going to have a pretty bad time. When you're kicking the bombs, try and aim towards the middle of the 5 ads when you can, as the splash radius of the explosion is pretty generous. It takes about 3 bombs to kill each ad, assuming they don't take damage from other sources. So just to summarize, we're going to look for the next open space along the wall in the room, bait the boss's Signal Cronies cast, deal with the ads by kicking bombs towards the middle ad, and then once the ads are done, you can go back to hitting the boss while heading towards the next open space along the outside wall. A couple of other things to note. The Underpin will cast Divert Energy to shields every 20% or so if it's off cooldown. If you don't break the shield in time, he'll heal for like a quarter of his health, which is a big bummer, and you definitely want to avoid that. I personally didn't have too much trouble breaking the shield in time in most cases, but it's definitely not a bad idea to hold on to some resources when you know that this mechanic is coming up. When he's done with his Divert Shields cast, he'll drop these annoying oil slicks for a few seconds, which hinder movement and make it very difficult to deal with the other mechanics at the same time. Ideally, try and keep these pools in the area that you just came from, and then keep heading forward to a clear area for the next set of ads. Lastly, you might find it hard to actually click on the bombs sometimes. I think you'll see me struggle a couple of times in this video to actually get the click off. If you're willing to give it a shot, you can actually enable and keybind the interact key, which might make things a little bit easier. What you're going to look for in your settings is enable interact key and interact with target for a keybind. On this kill, I sent Bloodlust along with cooldowns with the shield that he had just cast around the last 100 million HP or so. You can send Bloodlust whenever you want, but because it doesn't easily reset between attempts, I think it's good to just pop it near the end of the fight and burn the last 100 million or so HP while dodging mechanics. If you want to play it safe and just deal with the last set of ads before calmly finishing the boss, you can certainly do that too. Really, whatever you think works best. This fight definitely took me quite a few tries, but I would say it's more of a test of patience and good positioning, rather than testing your DPS rotation, or trying to overpower the boss with gear. I did this at around 662 eye level on Scalecommander Devastation Evoker. I like the extra hovers from Scalecommander, but I think both Scalecommander and Flameshaper are otherwise pretty equally viable in this fight, so pick what you prefer. As for Brann, well, I'm using a level 55 healer Brann with a rank 4 Mechasaur easy build kit and a rank 1 loot radar. I do recommend healer Brann when playing on a DPS spec like Devastation, but I don't think the choice of Curios really matters very much. While these little Mechasaurs can taunt the boss and alleviate a little bit of incoming pressure, the egg can actually be very annoying to kill. And I'd occasionally run into moments where the boss would get taunted away from me when I'm trying to kite it in a particular direction. I actually had a 2% wipe to that earlier on, and go figure, the same thing happens to me again at the end of this kill. At least I was ready for it this time. So I'll go ahead and put my talent build and setup in the video description like I usually do, just in case you want to check that out. But other than that, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video of this silly little boss kill. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment or reach out through some of the places listed in the video description. But otherwise, until next time, have a good one. That's one way to finish it. Very silly fight.